Welcome to another edition of McAllen Update. I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin today with a look back at the worst flooding event to hit McAllen since Hurricane Beulah. More than 16 inches of rain fell in June, causing widespread flooding throughout the city. The record-breaking storm left hundreds of homes and streets underwater. President Trump then issued a federal disaster declaration. City leaders are now encouraging affected residents to apply for FEMA assistance.
FEMA has set up 3 disaster recovery centers in Hidalgo County. Homeowners, renters, and business owners are equally eligible to apply for assistance. You should apply with FEMA for any eligible grants to recover personal items, cars, or to repair your home. The Small Business Administration is also offering low-interest loans to assist residents and businesses.
In McAllen, the FEMA Center is located on Main Street at the Old Winery. You can drop by and visit or call 1-800-621-3362, or you can also seek help online at disasterassistance.gov/ES. As you can see, the McAllen Public Utility continues to invest in the future of McAllen. They've constructed a new wastewater plant to improve service and also to protect the environment. Roy Cantu has that story.
The McAllen Public Utility has invested for the future of the McAllen community at the Southwest Wastewater Treatment Plant. The new biological nutrient removal wastewater treatment plant, also known as a BNR, will protect public health and the environment. David Garza, Director of Operations at the new BNR complex, says this process will remove nitrates and protect the Arroyo Colorado.
This is a brand new 10 million gallon per day biological nutrient removal plant. It's actually the biggest biological nutrient plant south of San Antonio.
The state-of-the-art South Wastewater Treatment Plant upgrade is the largest south of San Antonio. MPU says they have been working and enhancing and improving the quality of life for the citizens, businesses, and future generations. And this is their biggest project ever.
It was a $56 million plant that was built by basically the ratepayers, and it was something that we actually needed and that we invested in for the future of McAllen.
Because this nutrient removal process takes a lot of bad stuff out of the water, it can be used for other purposes.
The water is, once we get it all treated, it's known as effluent water, and we call it reclaimed water. The reclaimed water is used, we irrigate our golf course. We have a great project going on right now in Tres Lagos, a brand new subdivision in McAllen, and that we're gonna end up irrigating residential homes.
For the next 25 years, MPU board trustees are counting on this new plant to protect the environment and provide additional water services for irrigation. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
McAllen International Car Fest raised a little more than $8,000, and the proceeds were distributed August 1st. Car Fest committee members presented checks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the Antique Automobile Club of America at the McAllen Convention Center. The committee worked collectively to promote the event, and while they put smiles on the faces of car enthusiasts everywhere, they also want to make a difference in the community.
So we're excited to present these checks to them. We know that there are so many great nonprofits within our city and our community, and we're so honored to be able to provide even just a small amount to these great organizations.
McAllen's 2018 Car Fest was the biggest and best yet. More than 300 vehicles were displayed throughout the McAllen Convention Center. The largest car show in South Texas showcased over 60 different categories of vehicles, ranging from classic and antique to muscle cars and even race cars. More kudos for the City of McAllen. For the first time, the city hosted the Texas Festivals and Events Association Conference, and McAllen walked away with some big wins. The city earned 76 awards, including 50 first places for a number of community events. The McAllen Holiday Parade picked up a total of 35 awards and was once again named the best parade in Texas. The conference attracted more than 200 participants.
Oh, McAllen has opened its arms to us. Every single person that we have come in contact with has been helpful, professional. We couldn't have had a better experience. It's just been wonderful.
Quinta Mazatlan won 20 awards, McAllen Convention Center picked up 11, and the McAllen Marathon Scott Crane Memorial Run earned 7 awards. The city's annual report Keep McAllen Beautiful's volunteer program and the McAllen Parks and Recreation Summer Guide also picked up some accolades.
If you want to build or develop in McAllen, the city is making it much more convenient and efficient for you. The McAllen Development Center is a one-stop shop for a developer's needs. An open house was held recently to thank those that continue to develop the McAllen community. Representatives from 7 different departments who oversee the development process are all under one roof. McAllen case managers help expedite the process and followed through from groundbreaking to grand opening, so that developers can begin the ever-important job of starting their projects and building in McAllen. A McAllen delegation headed to Mexico City to promote the best McAllen has to offer. Mayor Jim Darling, along with other McAllen city leaders, the McAllen Chamber of Commerce, La Plaza Mall, Automar Airlines, McAllen International Airport, Macy's, and the McAllen Hotel Association, dressed up in denim and cowboy hats to show the Texas spirit. It was McAllen Day in Mexico City. More than 200 journalists, travel writers, travel agents, and other professionals from Mexico City joined them for an evening of fun and fashion. La Plaza Mall's fashion show was a hit as models hit the catwalk with fashions from Macy's and Dillard's.
McAllen is the #1 sales tax collector probably in the United States. 40% of our sales tax comes from Mexican trade. Very, very important to us.
As the Mexican journalists watched the runway show, they also got a glimpse of McAllen highlights through a vibrant video on a big screen. From Broadway shows and the McAllen Marathon to the McAllen Holiday Parade, dozens of city highlights were shared with attendees for McAllen Day in Mexico City.
More than half a century ago, McAllen Fire Station No. 2 was built to meet the needs of the community. Well, since 1966, the city has exploded in growth, so a new fire station is in order. A groundbreaking was held for the facility at 2811 North Main Street. The new building will be able to house 8 firefighters instead of 4, plus a frontline fire truck and a reserve fire unit. Fire Station No. 2 will almost double in size to 6,300 square feet. The project should be complete in about 6 months. And speaking of our McAllen Fire Department, they actually had to use a little muscle recently. Firefighters unveiled their new fire truck in unusual fashion. It's a ceremony that dates back to the 1800s. Crews pushed the 2017 Pierce Velocity tandem pumper into its apparatus bay, officially placing it into service. The new engine will be used as a heavy rescue and hazardous materials response truck. The backing in ceremony pays homage to the history of the fire service.
It goes back to the day when the fire trucks were horse-driven. So whenever they get back to the station, you come back up with the horses, so they remove the horses and the firefighters would push in the fire truck. So the tradition is whenever we're putting in a new apparatus into the station, we're going to push it in.
The pumper is replacing a 13-year-old heavy rescue truck that will not be used as a reserve unit. That wraps up another edition of McAllen Update. We hope you enjoyed our newscast. For the City of McAllen, I'm Roy Cantu.
And I'm Roxanne Lerma. We leave you now with a look back at the grand opening of our new youth baseball complex. Thanks for joining us.